Perhaps what I'm about to tell you is not new for you, but my years of teaching university classes have taught me that this video is important because there are still two myths many people believe about Christopher Columbus. Myth number one. Up until the 15th century, people believed the earth was flat. Columbus proved them wrong by crossing the Atlantic Ocean. Myth number two. Columbus discovered America in 1492. Okay, let's look at myth number one. The truth is that many scholars before Columbus argued for a spherical earth. Several Greek philosophers like Aristotle and Eratosthenes are good examples. Eratosthenes actually was the first to measure the circumference of our planet. Likewise, throughout the Middle Ages, highly recognized Christian and Muslim scholars believed in a round earth. And the reality is that sailors like Columbus were well acquainted with their ideas. On the other hand, many have the idea that Columbus discovered America in 1492. This is not true, definitely. First, there is growing evidence that other cultures sailed to America before Columbus. In particular, there is archaeological evidence of Viking settlements in North America around the 10th century. But more important than that, and I want to emphasize the importance of this next argument, Columbus could not discover America, or the Vikings for that matter, because Native Americans were already living here. Saying that Columbus discovered America ignores the existence of the many cultures that lived in the continent beforehand. In other words, it would only take into account the European perspective. Much of the history we were taught in school had a strong European perspective, and as much as many of us like a little Europe in our lives, history is much more than Greece, the Middle Ages, or the Renaissance, among other Europe-centered narratives. So, next time, instead of thinking about the discovery of America, perhaps you can think of 1492 as the year that initiated the encounter between two different worlds that changed history forever. Okay, that's all for now. But in the meantime, don't forget that everything has a history behind it. And there is no better way to understand people and ideas and just the world in general than by understanding its history. So, sprinkle a little bit of history in your life.